Victoria is set to become the next state to potentially roll out digital licences on mobile phones after New South Wales moved on this, and other states have also been looking into the technology. But it has raised concerns around privacy and how the data is also being stored. Well, joining me now live here in our Melbourne studio is Dr. Arathi Arakala from RMIT. You're from the Centre for Cybersecurity Research and Innovation. Thanks very much for your time this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
So you've been looking into there's been a trial in Victoria into digital licence technology. So essentially, if you have your iPhone, you can, pull up your wallet or something like that, and you'd have your digital licence on it, similar to having a ticket to the tennis or other things.
Yes.
In New South Wales, they've been able to roll this one out.
Yeah.
Why do you think other states have been a little bit slow to doing this?
I think South Australia have already done it. New South Wales have done it. Queensland is in the process. They're doing a couple of pilots. And Victoria is piloting in Ballarat, as you already know. And they're hoping to roll out the entire thing in 2024 across Victoria.
Because in Victoria, the rollouts of IT and digital sort of technology and government services have been quite fraught over the years.
Yeah.
Victoria seemed to somehow get it right for COVID with the Service Victoria app and the QR code.
Yes.
Do you think the Victorian government's done enough in this trial to roll it out?
I think so. I think they strategically picked Ballarat, first of all, because it's not so big. It's just the right size where they can have enough people of a diverse business, consumers enroll and actually trial and get feedback from them to iron out any issues.
So what did you find in your research out of this trial?
I think from digital licenses overall, I think it's a brilliant idea that we're bringing our licenses onto our phone for several reasons. The first thing is it's just a replacement of or another version of the plastic card. We're not carrying around a plastic card which we can leave around anywhere. We now have it inside our phone, so it's protected by our own biometric. It's protected by the PIN, and so you'd have to make an intentional action to open the license. It's not something that you can just leave around and throw around and have someone pick up and maybe impersonate you down the track or use as a threat vector.
What are the privacy concerns around this, and how has Victoria in this trial managed that at all?
I personally feel it's more private. It protects the user's privacy more than having a plastic card. Yes. Nothing on the databases have changed in that sense. Like, all of our data is still stored in a central repository, which is the Victorian Driver's License Registry. Nothing has changed there. What has actually changed is the front end. So instead of carrying a plastic card in our wallet, it has an option for us to unlock the phone and reveal only as much information as we need.
So what's stopping Victoria and, say, other states? You mentioned South Australia, Queensland have been looking at it. What's stopping Tassie or the ACT, WA from just rolling this out as soon as possible? If it's the similar, it's a similar product you're getting, it's only a digital format.
I think eventually we will all go down the track of having licenses digitized. There are a lot of teething concerns in terms of there are a lot of people who don't have smartphones. There are a lot of people who prefer to carry their card around. So it's that's one, and also deployment of any technology takes a lot of effort.
And you got to have battery in the phone as well. Like, if you're driving and run out of battery in your phone, I mean, granted, cars have chargers, but if you don't have battery in your phone, and suddenly you're pulled up by someone and need a license, what happens?
You need to have your plastic license.
So is there a scenario where you'd have a digital license, but you'd still be issued a plastic card as well?
I don't think the plastic card is being replaced. This is just an additional, more secure version of the plastic card. The plastic card still stands because there are a lot of people who don't have a smartphone. There are a lot of areas which don't have network connectivity. So in order to access the digital license, like if someone asks you to provide your digital license, you need to have a battery, you need to have a mobile phone with battery, you need to have the screen to be not damaged, and you also need to have network connectivity, because what happens is when you open the app to provide your digital license, it's not taking something that's already stored on your phone. It's downloading your license details from the database, the most latest version, and that's being validated by the verifier.
And so I guess the answer to the question that your university posed this week, is information safe? Is it?
I think with the digital driver's license, we are more safe. Because, first of all, it's protected inside your phone, so you're controlling whom you show access to, because it's something that you carry if it's on your phone. It also has 3 levels of information disclosure. So you can only reveal your age if you just want it for an age proof. You can reveal your identity, which is your your address and other details, or you can actually reveal the full license as well. So depending upon who you're showing it to, you have control over what information you're giving. That is not possible with the plastic license.
Well, Dr. Arathi Arakala, I really appreciate you coming into our studio and talking us through some of these privacy concerns. We'll wait and see how long it takes for us to get digital licenses here in Melbourne. Thank you so much.
No worries.
All right. Thanks very much for your time, Dr. Arathi Arakala.